Hey everyone, it's the Angry Honey Badger here, and it is time for Badgers picks for the week of September 2nd. We're going to see who's free this week and what 4 champions I'm going to recommend. Free this week, it looks like we're going to get Diana, Fizz, Galio, Gnar, Jace, Lulu, Maokai, or also known as Meowkai, Sivir, and then Urgot and Vel'Koz. As for my first recommendation for this week, I'm going to actually hit it up with some Maokai. Now Maokai, as we know, is being played a lot in the LCS, and it's mostly because he's in a very powerful state. He's not really the most amazing person in top lane, but what he brings to a team fight is his ultimate, which is just absolutely absurd right now. So it's very, very good at keeping everyone alive and being a huge tank. So he's very, very powerful right now. So if you're looking for a new top laner tank style and you really want to contribute to team fight and objective control, he is great for that and you should try him out. As for my next recommendation for this week, I'm gonna go with Galio. Now Galio doesn't ever get played too often because a lot of people think he doesn't fit, which is actually kind of true, he doesn't. But there's one thing I do like about him that I don't think people utilize, and this is just in general whenever you're playing against someone incredibly bursty and lots of AP. Because of his passive, you're always going to want to stack magic resist, and obviously that doesn't work against a full attack damage team. But if you ever see a full comp where they are all magic damage dealers, they're running the Maokai top, they have like an Elise in the jungle, and they have an AP mid, at that point, their team's very AP heavy. Run Galio with his passive and actually be pretty good against an enemy team, and he actually is kind of fun to play, so try him out. My next recommendation for this week is going to be Gnar. Now, okay, Gnar is not actually in that great a position, and I'm only recommending him this week is because he's free to play. He was supposed to be free to play last week, but because of a bug, he was not. I know a lot of you are going to be playing him anyways, so just try him out. One thing I will say, I am currently working on trying to make a build for him. He's just a little bit awkward and doesn't really fit teams perfectly. I do like his big form more, and I think if you utilize him correctly, you basically build one damage item and then go pretty much full tank. Maybe pick up another damage item late, but you need to start tanking out. Because when little Gnar is little, he does damage, but if you jump into big Gnar and you'll have just straight damage items, you usually get destroyed, and it's great being tanky big Gnar and just jumping in and actually wrecking people with your one offensive item and then not dying ever. So I think that's the best strategy for him. I usually pick up a Triforce and then tank out. So try that out on Gnar this week. And then as for my final recommendation for this week, I'm going to go with Lulu. Now we've seen a lot of top Lulu lately, and I think I made a quick build for Lulu when she was being played as that AP mid, which still actually works. It's pretty much going on in the top lane. I really actually still like Lulu a lot. Even after her changes, she still brings tons of utility to her team, which is fantastic if you want to protect somebody who's a very powerful mid laner or ADC with the shields, the speed ups, having the polymorph, being able to ult someone and giving them all that extra health and knocking people off of them. She just is fantastic utility. Even if you want to play her just as a support, she's great for that. So try out Lulu in a number of positions. She's really fun to play. Those are going to be my champion selections for this Badgers picks for the week of September 2nd. Try any of these champions out that you just want to play as well. If there's a box around any of them, that means you can click on it and it will take you to a build video of some kind. Urgot and Vel'Koz are left out. I'm still working on those two. Urgot's getting a rework currently, and Vel'Koz is just not that fun to play in my opinion, so those two are just on hold while I work on others, but I will get to them, don't worry about that. Click on any of them, they'll take you to a build, but other than that, just good luck out there this week on the fields of justice.